Okay. Ooh. Very nice weather.
Yeah, there's a nice view of Montalciano.
Yes.
There's a cool skyline of Montalciano.
Oh, that's the town.
Yes, it's Montalcino town, so you can see the fortress. It is a classic medieval village that gets back to the 1100s originally. So, and only until 56 years ago, the area was very rustic. The Brunello was not known.
Popular,
It was not popular, and our grandfather was very visionary and forward-looking because he understood the potential of this territory before many others. So he bought this farmhouse. So you see this house, the land around and everything. A farmhouse that was named Casanova.
Casanova.
And that's why Casanova di
Di
Neri,
Neri.
because Neri is our family name. So it is the Casanova of the Neri family.
So vineyard was here, so your father bought the vineyard or just a farmhouse?
Grandfather, yes.
Grandfather.
He bought the farmhouse, some land around, and also a piece of vineyard over there.
You said that during the 60s or 70s?
70s. Early 70s, precisely in 1971.
So when was your first vintage?
First vintage was 1978 with
78.
the Brunello and with the Rosso di Monte.
So compared to other like long historical wineries, you're kind of young.
Yeah, compared to others, probably we are younger, but in terms of intensity of growth.
Yes.
we
I mean, yeah, Korean people love your wines, so.
because we, our idea over 3 generations is really to produce beautiful wines and to produce beautiful wines. Sometimes you have to do things differently from the others.
Right.
The idea of really standing out and our grandfather, but also our father decided to plant the vineyards in areas where nobody wanted to go.
Oh, really?
Back then. Now it's those are areas that are super popular, super well known and very expensive. But for example, when our grandfather bought the property of Cerretalto, Cerretalto is a single vineyard Brunello with a black label. Cerretalto is the name
we saw the label and
it's the name of this natural amphitheater in front of a river. 2.5 miles from here. Was in an area where really nobody wanted to go, really in the middle of nowhere, and our grandfather understood the potential of this place before all the others.
So he's like pioneer.
Yes,
He saw the future.
He bought the whole property for nothing.
Wow.
Because the prices back in the 70s were
Okay. Wow.
really cheap. Really cheap.
Wow.
This good-looking terrace becomes the sorting area during harvest. So everything is picked by hand, so we don't use machines. And you're going to see a long sorting table where we sort by hand.
Wow.
And then everything goes down by gravity.
Oh wow.
Of
Oh,
October.
October. So September to October. Wow. So you harvest Vermentino first, white wine.
Yes, the white wine first, then we start with Sangiovese, usually Cabernet is the last one. If you look at these good-looking rolling hills, the soil is basically entire clay, 100%. Right at this point, the soil was slightly changing to more rocks, to more limestone. From many years, actually. It's not something recent, so it's...
So we're right above. Okay.
Yeah, we are right above the sorting area.
Wow. Ooh. So this is where fermentation happens.
Yes. So we do, this is the area fully dedicated for fermenting. So during harvest, you will see all of these tanks open. So we have to open all of them. Everything is temperature control.
Okay.
And the grapes, as you can see, they
Oh yeah, directly from the roof.
from the roof, and then we work again in a very simple way. During fermentation, we do a lot of punching down, and once in a while, when we think it's necessary, we do the pumping over.
Oh, okay.
So it's a mix of both things. Again, we try to ferment our grapes using indigenous yeast, and this is something we are trying to do more and more over time, because we are not certificated, but we are organic.
Oh, okay.
So no chemicals, no pesticides. Also everything dry farmed, so we don't use any irrigation,
Like chemical.
any chemicals. So the yeast, when once you stop using chemicals, the indigenous yeast they work much better.
I mean, like concrete, cement.
Yes, so far we like the mix of stainless steel and wood, and probably our idea over the future is to probably use more wood. Concrete, it's also a very cool material to use for fermentation, but also for aging.
Oh, okay.
It's nice, the cement.
And you don't use stem at all.
Stem, with the stem, everything at least in Montalciano. Like probably we went to Champagne.
Yes.
And a small maison in Champagne is 2 million bottles, so it's different scales.
Wow. And how many hectares in total you
In
have?
total, we have 79 hectares.
Wow, that's a lot. Wow. Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
We have a lot of vineyards, but on average very low yields, and that's why our production doesn't meet the
size.
full lactic fermentation.
Wow. I think you are the only one that uses a lot of oaks in this area, because I've been to some wineries, but like they use oak barrels, but not these many, only a few.
Yes, we have both. Basically, we have the big ones on the back, and we have also downstairs the very big ones of 100 hectoliters. But at the same time, we have the mostly 500 liter tonneau.
Wow.
In this case, it is a French oak, but only 20-25% is new. Is new. The rest 70-75 is used. Because for us, the oak is not the main character, so we don't want the oak to, let's say, to overtake the character of the grape. So our challenge, our mission in terms of winemaking is to really have, let's pick one. This is the second vintage of Brunello White Label. So 78 was the first one. This is 79.
Second one, 79, second one.
Second vintage.
78 was the first. My first vintage, 85.
That was a great vintage.
Yay! So I wanted to find my first vintage while traveling in Italy, but they say like it's great vintage, but they don't have.
That's probably the biggest issue. I can.
Wow. 와, 되게 넓다. 오, wow. Really old bottle, old barrel. Wow. So that's for the aging?
Yes. So upstairs we mostly have the 2024. Here in front of us we have 2022 and 23. While 21 is already in bottle.
So you do like 2 years in oak and no?
Yeah, we do 3 years in oak. 3 years in oak, and then depending on the wine, from minimum of 6 months to 18 months in bottle.
Wow.
So you have to count that each big barrel oak is 13,000 bottles.
Wow. Oh,
Prepare the pallets
sending abroad.
exactly. Because, you know, for us, we export about 70-75% of
Oh,
our
really?
production.
Oh,
So into more 55 countries.
wow, that's a lot.
Yes.
Wow.
And South Korea is one of the most important.
Mm.
Probably in Asia, together with Thailand and Malaysia, are the biggest.
Oh, even Malaysia. Wow.
Or Japan, of course.
How about Singapore?
Singapore, yes, really good. Now Singapore better than Hong Kong.
Oh, really?
Yes.
After the China government. Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
Because many expats left Hong Kong.
Yes, yes,
and
yes.
Probably those people were the ones drinking most of the wine. So, but we hope it will get back. But Singapore, yes, very, very good. We do also in Taiwan. You know, very good market. Australia as well. You know.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So these
Bottling machine and then labeling machine.
labeling.
But the labeling is later on.
Oh, yes, I heard.
because, yes,
The back label should be
Ooh.
different. Yes, yes, I know.
it's a nightmare.
와, 이거 바틀레이징. 우. 우와.
Yeah, it looks like the wine cavo. So, but with a single vineyards
Wow.
Brunello, we do double Magnum 3 liter, 6
Wow.
liter, and a very few 12 liters. So, for example, this is the 12 liter of our Brunello Giovanni Neri, the new single vineyard. And for you to have a comparison, like a
Magnum. 와.
it looks like a mom
Baby.
and mom and child.
와.
And this is the house you see in the on the label, so the logo.
와. Now I see. Wow.
Right there.
Yep.
그러네.
Is Sangiovese, Cabernet Sauvignon, and Petit Verdot.
Oh.
Then Pietradonice is a pure Cabernet Sauvignon, planted in a very, very, you know, the mine next to a mine of onyx of yellow marble. Then we have 2 different types of Rosso and Montalcino. So this is our classic and historical label of Rosso. The Giovanni Neri is the new label that comes from the old vineyard, like the Brunello. And then we have probably the labels you know the most, the Brunello white label, which is our, I like saying the warhorse, really very high quality, consistent quality every vintage. And you have Tenuta Nova, which that was our father idea of a single vineyard.
Oh, okay.
And then Cerretalto, that was our grandfather, first single vineyard release. And then you have the Giovanni Neri, which is a new, again, single vineyard dedicated to the founder, but from an old vineyard we took over.
I think I had this and this.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably those are the labels you find the most, because you know the last 2 Brunellos are smaller production. So we talk about 8 with the 2020 8,700 bottles, and Cerretalto 9,400 bottles.
Okay.
So all over
Not
the
enough.
world, probably.
And these are not bottled here, though, right? The crop pine.
The olive oil, yes.
Okay.
Our olive oil is very, very nice, cold pressed, local varieties.
One
and
of the
very
things that I
organic.
know about Italy is that olive oil has been.
Yes. You can have a taste at the end.
Oh,
if
okay.
you, it's the 2011, so the name is Il Bianco, which in Tuscan slang, in Florence slang dialect in particular, means the white wine. So it's fermented in stainless steel at a very cold temperature for over a month, and then we age for a couple of months still in stainless steel and put it in bottles. So it's our idea of a very refreshing, very mineral style of white wine, and with that you of course you can enjoy immediately. And let's say it's our idea of the perfect summertime white wine.
So all the white wines produced in this area is Fermento, the grape.
Yeah, Vermentino is probably
Vermentino.
one of the most typical grape variety of the area. Probably you have also other ones, but especially in Tuscany and in the Tuscan coast, there is a lot of Vermentino growing. Because it's very easy drinking, very smooth. It's a wine you can really, it's a very versatile wine.
Oh.
Yes, the nose again, it's not a wine you expect because of course our winery, Casanova and Montalcino are known for Sangiovese and for Brunello, but we think it's a nice surprise.
Wow.
If you don't know what this is for you, is a spittoon, just in case.
No, I don't need it. 오, 이거.
상큼하다.
근데 산도가 많이 안 쳐서.
산도가 조금 느끼잖아. 마지막에 피치는 느끼는데.
그러니까 이탈리아 화이트를 많이 안 마시는 게 얘네 특적 품종이 나한테는 너무 산도가 세고 날라가는 거야. 근데 얘는 안 그래.
그 여기가 화이트 프로듀스한 데가 아니라서. 아까 얘기한 데도 산조베이스가 있는데.
It's very refreshing, very easygoing, with a mineral aftertaste. Doesn't have to be super complex, super long like the Brunello, but I think it's also good for a winery to have its own white wine, so to produce it on its own rather than buy it from someone else. And that's why our dad idea 15 years ago to produce this wine.
But it's still rich.
Yes, very rich. And in Korea, unluckily, we never exported. We do in Thailand for the reason why you have 4 glasses. It's because later on you can taste the 4 Brunellos all together side by side. But before the Brunellos, I think it's good for you to do a little bit of a warm up, so you can taste the two different types of Rosso, the IGT, so let's say it's the entry level, and then the pure Cabernet Sauvignon.
Wow.
So let's begin from your left to your right. So the Rosso is not Rosso di Montalcino, it's an IGT Toscana because it is a blend. It's 80% Sangiovese, 15% of Cabernet Sauvignon, and 5% of Petit Verdot. So it was a blend that our father created 20 years ago with the idea of showing red wine from Casanova with our quality and our style, but giving the idea of an everyday wine that you can enjoy at every different any type of occasions, in a wine that you can really enjoy very smoothly, kind of let's say the most easy drinking red wine.
So it's like a brother of Il Bianco.
Yes, so Il Rosso, yes, with
Il
the same
Bianco,
philosophy.
yeah.
After the Bianco, you have the Rosso, aged for 1 year in barrel and 3 months in bottle before the release. The current vintage is the 2023. Then we have our historical Rosso di Montalcino. The Rosso is a wine that must be produced with Sangiovese only, like the Brunello, but it is a wine that you can release the 1st September basically after 1 year instead of 5. So we release our Rosso after 18 months because we are aging the Rosso for 1 year in barrel and for 6 months in bottle. So the Rosso has to show a more let's say easy drinking side of the pure Sangiovese, but at the same time in the best vintages can also have a surprising aging potential. 23, this Rosso in particular is a vintage of finesse, of elegance that I personally like a lot, but you have to try. It's not a vintage of a lot of power and structure, but finesse and elegance a lot. The second Rosso di Montalcino is a very small batch, 6,000 bottles from the 50 years old vineyard.
50?
Yes.
Old wine.
That's the place we took over in 2018.
Giovanni Neri?
Yes.
Okay.
So vines over half a century of age, mostly planted in 1971, the same year of the winery foundation, and that was one of the reasons why we dedicate the 2 new labels to our grandfather. So Rosso di Montalcino, Giovanni Neri, and later on Brunello di Montalcino, Giovanni Neri. This is in theory, it's on the label you read the Rosso di Montalcino, but for the complexity, the length, and the aging
It's
potential,
like Brunello di Montalcino.
you have a taste.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And the last, on your right, it is also a small production, usually between 7 and 9,000 bottles. It is a pure Cabernet Sauvignon, named Pietra Donice, because the vineyard is next to an old quarry of onyx in the southeast of Montalcino, of yellow onyx, and that's the one of the bar.
Wow.
So the soil is very rich of this marble.
Oh.
So our father again was his idea to produce his own elegant interpretation of the Cabernet from Montalcino, from Tuscany, and for him the best area, the best spot was in this very old plot with a lot of onyx.
So I'm not sure because
The last three, yes, not in big quantities, but yes, for sure, Rosso di Montalcino is exported. Now time has come for you to taste.
와 근데 얘 지오반니 네리가 그 할아버지가 한 거라고 했잖아. 확실히
그 사람 이름
다르다.
따가지고.
골드바인이라 그런가.
냄새도 이거는 냄새가
그러니까 지오반니 네리.
진짜 진한데? 되게 깊해. 그런 것 같기도 하고. 두 번째는 냄새는 페플.
와 이거 까셔도 생각보다 막 되게 날아가는 게 없다. 얘는 전체적으로 오크를 많이 써서 그런가? 되게 애들이 진중해.
You're really gonna find out the incredible differences among our four Brunellos. Again, we'll do from your left to your right. We'll begin with the white label Brunello, which is the most historical label of the state. It was our grandfather's first release in 1978. So it's the vineyard, it's the wine that he started producing from the vineyards we have across the street, and also from another vineyard nearby. So it's the Sangiovese growing from the northeast of Montalcino, known for the elegance, for the finesse, for the aging potential as a Brunello must have, but at the same time a Brunello you can enjoy at a very young time. And that was in particular 45 years ago was very, very groundbreaking. He really changed, our father probably did more, but he really started changing the game in the Brunello making for this reason. He wanted to combine the aging potential with a nice drinkability at a very young age. So again, acidity, freshness, elegance, but also very smooth and very well integrated tannins. So this is the Brunello that represents the history of Casanova di Neri and probably the most classic Sangiovese produced from the winery. While the other ones following are more our own interpretation of the pure Sangiovese. So Ceretalto, for example, the fourth one you're trying, it was our grandfather's first single vineyard release. Again, Ceretalto is the name of this amphitheater we mentioned before, with a very, very irony soil. Is the vineyard with the widest temperature change between day and night, and it is a wine we produce only in the most special vintages. So we don't produce every year.
Okay.
6 years of age, and the idea of showing a Sangiovese from a single plot back then, 45 years ago, was very groundbreaking.
Yes.
It was, if not the first, one of the first single vineyard ever produced in Montalcino.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
And Ceretalto it's a Brunello not produced every vintage because it is located in a very particular special place, so it really requires very particular growing conditions. So our father, when he started working with him during the middle of the 80s, his idea as the second generation, he wanted to produce another great Brunello.
Okay.
But with the idea of, with the challenge of producing this Brunello with more consistency over time. And for him, the best spot was in the southeast of Montalcino. This used to be a land owned by a shepherd, so an area where nobody tried to plant a vineyard before, where there are only sheep, fig trees and olive trees. So he bought the place and started planting the vineyards. And that's why the name Tenuta Nuova.
Nuova.
So Tenuta means estate, property, and Nuova means new. For him it was a new vineyard project, but also a new his style, his interpretation of Più Sangiovese, showing a more balsamic side on the aroma. On the mouth you have persistency, complexity, but with very smooth, very complex tannins and a salty aftertaste. And Tenuta Nuova was the Brunello that 20 years ago was rated as the wine of the year on Spectator, and it was the first time for a Brunello di Montalcino.
Really?
And since then, so in terms of
What year was it, you said?
2006.
Wow.
So since then, the mediatic impact on us and also the overall territory was huge.
Wow.
Huge. It's the Giovanni Neri Brunello. So you tasted the Rosso before. This is the only one fermenting with 20% of whole bunch.
Whole one. That's one. Okay.
Yes. So it's a wine that goes back to the past because we dedicated to our grandfather because we thought we took over another amazing terroir, as amazing as the other ones, but different at the same time. So and with a more original winemaking style, because it is not so common that a Brunello has been fermented with some stems. So it's really a completely different character and style of Brunello.
Balsamic.
The dark cherry again, Giovanni Neri, deep red fruit and orange peel, and then the last Cereto Alto, a lot of graphite, kind of irony, and an incredible persistency that lasts for minutes in your talk. So the first three, the white label, Tenuta Nuova and Giovanni Neri, are from the 2020 vintage, while Cereto Alto is the only one, is 2019, because it's the only Brunello with 6 years of age. So the extra year of aging is in bottle rather than wood. And that's why we don't, for us it's not a riserva, because we like emphasizing more the single vineyard. So Cereto Alto is by any means one of the Grand Cru of Montalcino.
근데 첫 번째 거는 내가 여러 번 마셔봤어.
뭐 쉽게 구한다고 그랬지.
근데 테누타 누오보가 더 깊이감이 있다. 바디나 이런 게. 지오바니 네리는.
내가 좋아하는 냄새인데.
이거 약간
그러니까 그치. 냄새.
위스키에
그러니까 그런
사나. 근데 이게 레드에서 이렇게 난다고.
진짜 특이하다 이거 냄새도 그렇고.
난 냄새만 맡으면 사실 이거 와인이 같나 싶은데 맛이 아니야.
그러니까.
일부러 이렇게 만드는구나. 이게 아까 20% 홀 클러스터를 쓴다고 해서. 와우, 다르네. 마지막 거는 향부터 진짜 진하고.
Oh my god.
와, 이건 탄닌도 입에서 쫀다.